Hi, I'm Jeff Lynes, Assistant Director of Claims Management here at HAI Group. Today, we're giving you an overview of how the claim process works from start to finish. We'll break it down to two main areas, liability claims and property claims. At HAI Group, we handle your claims in-house. That means when you call, you're speaking directly with our own claims team. People who know your policies, understand your organization, are invested in your success. We also offer a 24/7 claims hotline. So even if something happens after normal business hours, we can take your information right away and start getting the process in motion. I'll start by walking you through how we handle liability claims. Then I'll hand things over to my colleague, Liopiros, our property claims manager, who'll explain the property claims process. After that, I'll wrap things up with some closing thoughts. At its core, an insurance claim is a request for your insurance company to cover a loss that's protected under your policy. Once we receive your claim, our team reviews the details, confirms whether it's covered, and then guides you through the steps to resolution. We see two main categories: property claims, which involve damage to your building or equipment; liability claims, which involve situations where someone says you're responsible for their injury or property damage. Liability claims in housing can take many forms. Among the most common involve slip, trips, and falls. For example, a tenant tripping on a cracked walkway or visitors slipping on wet floors in a community space. But we also see other scenarios: injuries caused by broken handrails or faulty steps, damage to a tenant's personal property during maintenance work, or harm caused by falling objects like ceiling tiles or fixtures. Sometimes there are claims involving third-party contractors who were injured while working on your site. In every case, the person making the claim is alleging that your organization's actions or lack of action caused them harm. If a liability incident happens, your first priority is always safety. Make sure anyone who is injured gets the care they need and call emergency services if necessary. Once the immediate situation is under control, document what happened. Take clear photos, write down your observations, and get statements from anyone who saw the incident. It's just as important to preserve evidence, keep damaged items, save any surveillance footage, and store it securely. Finally, report your claim to us as soon as possible. You can email claimsreporting@haigroup.com or call 800-873-0242. And remember, that number is answered 24/7. Early reporting helps us respond faster and more effectively. Once assigned, your claim examiner will provide updates and let you know what documentation we might need along the way. When we receive a liability claim, our process begins with fact gathering, reviewing your documentation, witness statements, and any photos or videos you provided. We confirm whether the incident is covered under your policy and assess any potential legal concerns. If legal defense is needed, we assign experienced attorneys who understand the housing industry. We vigorously defend covered claims and settle when it's the right thing to do. Your claims examiner oversees the process to ensure it's strategic, efficient, and in your best interest. That's how we approach liability claims. Now I'll hand things over to Al, who'll guide you through the property claims process and how we work to get you back to your pre-loss condition after a covered event.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm Liopiros, Property Claims Manager here at HAI Group. Property claims involve physical damage to your buildings or equipment caused by things like fire, severe weather, vandalism, or other covered events. Our focus is on helping you recover as quickly and completely as possible so your operations can get back to normal. If you have property damage, start by documenting it. Take clear photos and videos from multiple angles and note the date and time the damage occurred or was discovered. Then take steps to prevent further loss. This might mean boarding up broken windows, covering a damaged roof, or shutting off the water to stop a leak. Emergency repairs to protect the property are allowed and expected, but hold off on major repairs until you've reported the claim. When you're ready, report the loss to us by emailing claimsreporting@haigroup.com or calling 800-873-0242. In many cases, we'll send an adjuster, engineer, or other expert to assess the situation and guide next steps. Once coverage is confirmed, you can move forward with repairs. You're free to use any licensed and insured contractor you choose. If you plan to rebuild or demolish, notify your account executive so we can make sure everything is handled within policy terms. When repairs are complete and verified, we finalize payment for covered damages according to your policy. Here's a quick overview of how property claim payments work. Replacement cost value is what it costs today to replace damaged property with materials of like kind and quality. No depreciation is factored in. Actual cash value is that replacement cost minus depreciation, essentially the current value of the item. The deductible is what you pay before coverage applies. A holdback is the depreciation we initially withhold, which we release once repairs are complete and verified. Even if the damage seems minor, report it right away. We've seen many cases where something that looked small at first turned out to be more extensive. Early reporting helps prevent further loss, secure the property, and start the claims process immediately.
Thanks, Al. Whether it's a liability claim or a property claim, our entire in-house team is here to support you from start to finish. We know these situations can be stressful, but you're never alone in the process. Remember, our 24/7 hotline means you can report a claim at any time, day or night, and we'll start working on it right away. If you need to file a claim, you can reach us at claimsreporting@haigroup.com or 800-873-0242. Thank you for trusting HAI Group to help protect your properties, your people, and your mission.